And now we'll hand over to Nadine, who's going to talk a little bit about what she sort of does on a daily basis.
Kia ora, I'm Nadine and I'm a support coordinator based in the South and East Auckland community. I have been with Sweet Louise for over 7 years, and the reason why I'm still here is because it's the most meaningful work that I've ever done. And also, I get to see firsthand the impact that this charity has on so many women's lives. A diagnosis like incurable breast cancer has an impact on all aspects of somebody's life, not just physical, but emotional and on their relationships and their family, and also financial. Like they say, this diagnosis is almost like a second diagnosis of financial impact because it's lifelong and it's accumulative. So our women are facing ongoing treatments, side effects, scans, the fear of the treatment not working and then adjusting to the next treatment and its side effects. And many describe it like a roller coaster ride, lots of ups and downs and anxieties and fears associated with that. I'd love to go into a glimpse of what a typical day at Sweet Louise looks like, but honestly, no 2 days actually look the same. I support 110 women who have come from so many different cultures, and my youngest is 29 and my oldest is 90. So day to day, typically on a Monday morning, I will check any messages that I might have missed and respond to those calls or texts. And I will also reach out to my members a certain amount, a number every week. And those conversations typically could be anything from Nadine, I'm losing my hair on this chemo. I don't know what to do. How do I access headwear or wigs? And we will help them with the Sweet Louise service providers or access Ministry of Health, talk through options. Somebody else might be really struggling to get to my oncology appointments because I can't drive at the moment. So we will brainstorm and work out how we can support them. And sometimes it means using their vouchers with transport options that we've got available. For somebody else, they might have a special celebration coming up in their family. It might be a child's birthday, or so we might organize a family experience for them up to the value of $300, and that's valid every 12 months. And somebody else might be facing a week of radiation therapy and they know they're going to be tired and they're like, oh, I really need some help to get some meals for the freezer. So we will use these Sweet Louise vouchers to stock up on frozen meals for a while. For some members, they might be admitted to hospital for surgery. And if we know it's going to take a length of time, we might organize a hospital visit. And for all our new members that sign up, we organize home visits. So we meet with them in person at home, give them their welcome packs, explain about our service. And also, it's a great opportunity to get to know them and sort of work out what is most important for them, what matters, and how can we work together to achieve that. Um, Another part of my week is organising our member meetings that Lorraine spoke about. Um, I run about one a week in East Auckland, Pukekohe, Manurewa, and Manukau. And this is a very special space for our women to connect and share and support each other. Sometimes there's some really hard conversations, and a lot of the time there is also a lot of laughs as well. It's a really great space for people to connect and know they're not alone. To illustrate the difference that your donations make to Sweet Louise, I'm just going to share a little story about one of our members who I'm going to name Angela. Um, Angela was referred to us by her oncologist. She was newly diagnosed. She's 41. And when I met her, she was undergoing chemotherapy. Angela is single mum to two sons, 9 and 11, and an 18-year-old daughter. And Angela was exhausted and fatigued, feeling really unwell from the chemo. She'd also had to stop working, and so money was really tight because she hadn't the benefit hadn't sorted out yet. She couldn't go back to work, and there was a sort of in-between period where things were really, really hard, and her daughter was trying to do the housework and cook for her. So I visited her at home, and there was a lot going on, and there was a few things that we offered at the time. Like Lorraine mentioned our hardship fund, Ta'afi fund, so we were able to offer her supermarket vouchers and petrol vouchers just to tie her over until the benefit started for her. And we also organised some meals with her vouchers. And once she settled into her treatment and she was feeling a bit better, she was keen to organise a family experience for one of her sons. It was his birthday coming up, so we organised a voucher for Rainbow's End. The family got to enjoy to go out to that. And then she's come to a few of our East Auckland member meetings and connected with other women, and that's been really lovely. And so my contact with her has continued regularly, and we just continue to support her as much as she needs and wants. We can't change this diagnosis, but we are here to listen and understand and walk alongside our women. And if we can offer practical help or emotional support, we will. And if it wasn't for you doing your amazing support and donations for Sweet Louise, we wouldn't be able to support members like Angela. So thank you.
Mm. Thank you so much, Nadine. Nadine and her amazing other rest of her team around the country really are the heart of Sweet Louise, and they do an incredible job. And I know that I've got two big fans of Nadine in the room, with Mo and Karen, and I'd like to hand it over to you both to share what you'd like to share.
Okay, maybe I'll go first. Yeah. Well, kia ora everyone. My name is Mo. I'm a very proud and very grateful to be part of Sweet Louise whānau. And firstly, I just want to say thank you to Kathy for inviting me to speak tonight. It is really a privilege to be here. Yeah. Last week, I got a reminder about my oncology appointment. So yesterday I went along to the clinic and I thought it was a consultation, but it turned out to be my annual mammogram. And I'll be honest, those appointments make me anxious, and especially the 2-week wait to get the results. And the mammogram itself is very uncomfortable. Not a nice experience. But I was sitting in the waiting room and I had this quiet thought in the back of my mind that I was coming here tonight. And somehow that gave me a real sense of calm. So being here tonight feels especially meaningful. But some of you those of you who've heard my story, just bear with me. I'm going to say it again. So breast cancer first came into my life in 2009. And at that time, I was working as a hospital chaplain, which just proves even chaplains don't get a cancer-free card. You know. So anyway, I went through surgery, radiation, and then I was in treatment of tamoxifen. And thanks to the incredible team at Mercy Hospital, I went into remission, and I truly thought that chapter of my life was behind me. But in December 2022, a routine mammogram told me otherwise. So just like that, I was back into surgery, chemo, radiation, and now I'm doing ongoing treatments of letrozole. But, through it all, Sweet Louise has been holding my hand. And not just as support, but as that steady presence, a place where you don't have to explain everything because people just get it. It's a place of like kindness, connection, laughter, humor, and sometimes, and most times, when I need it the most. Recently, I was gifted a Gibbs farm visit through Sweet Louise, and it felt like stepping into another world. I've always carried a dream of being an artist, and that experience reminded me those parts of me are still alive. That life isn't just about getting through, it's also about still becoming. My journey hasn't only been cancer. In 2016, I lost my husband, Mark, after his own battle with cancer for um, 5 years. And around that time, my daughter was unwell, and I stepped into caring full time for my two grandchildren. And it was a time that stretched me in every way. The kind where you think and wonder, how am I going to get through this? But I did, and I wasn't alone. Today, my grandchildren are doing well. My grandson is in the middle of his apprenticeship, and my granddaughter is in her second year at Auckland University, which makes me very proud and also reminds me how fast time moves. And I remember after Mark passed away, I struggled to keep up with things at home, like, the maintenance, the pruning, cleaning the gutters, and all the things that he used to take care of. And it started to build up and it became overwhelming. Then there was Nadine, my Sweet Louise support person. She came in, she organized, pretty much took care of my life, really. And she helped me get back on track. And beyond that, her regular check ins, our coffees, just staying connected, those simple things have made a real difference in my life. They've helped me feel grounded and reminded that I'm not alone and I have the support. So tonight, I just want to thank everyone who makes Sweet Louise what it is. Your generosity and care doesn't just, you just don't support. You strengthen us. You create a space where we feel held and understood and less alone. And because of you, I've felt that. And I know others have and will too, and continue to have that monarchy and support. Breast cancer isn't going away, but neither is Sweet Louise. And that means when another woman like myself hears those words, you have cancer, we don't have to face it alone. So I want to thank all of you who are supporting the Get Behind the 50K walk. And yeah, and from my whānau to yours, thank you. And thank you for listening. That's me. Thanks.
Thank you.